Each year, the Crows need to help draftees from interstate or the country make a new life for themselves in Adelaide. It's important that the young men find a home away from home, and that's the role of a host family. Ron and Karen Lycetts have opened their doors to Mitch McGovern from Western Australia. The Lycetts were only too happy to help because, would you believe, their own son Scott is on the Eagles list and living in Perth.
It started off that we've got Scott, our son, who plays AFL, and yeah, it just come about because we wanted to give something back to people that had their sons leave home. Scott's good friends with Mitch's brother, who also plays with the West Coast Eagles, so that sort of made an acceptance of having somebody come in to our home much easier.
After being through a host family before, from moving up from Albany to Perth, coming into Karen and Ron's homes, just the most inviting people you can meet, and it just makes you feel a lot more comfortable and more focused on footy. It's pretty good getting to come home and just put your feet up and have dinner ready for you, so it's been great. This is the fam. Not too bad.
Hopefully Mitch's mum and dad, we've given them an opportunity to have peace of mind knowing that he's here and that we're looking after him like our own. To be able to give somebody else's family a peace of mind knowing that their son's transitioned to a new club and a new town gives us joy knowing that the transition is going to be so much easier for them.
I would suggest this to every first year player. I think it's the greatest opportunity for them to focus on their footy and have a great family like Karen and Ron and Chris as well. It just makes life a lot easier for you.
So we're really looking forward to having Scott play against Mitch, or Mitch play against Scott, and hopefully Jez will be in there as well, so it'll be a torn, supported group.
Round 10, 2006. The Crows trounced Essendon at Amy Stadium by a whopping 138 points. Trent Henschel kicked 8 of the side's 30 goals. This look back at that memorable day is brought to you by our long-time major sponsor, Toyota. Check out, or better still, test drive the all-new Camry.
To Bassett, chips at McGregor. Play on quickly, back to Bassett. He ran straight through the roadblock. And Rashudo's on the end of the pass.
I remember it was obviously Bungie's 250th on a Friday night, so it was a big occasion for the club, and it was also Fletcher's 250th for Essendon, so yeah, it was a fairly big build-up to the game, so it's good to get a good result.
And they get to 30. Here's a chance. McGregor were down to 5 seconds. You bet they can. 30.
I think it was just one of them nights that everything clicked. I think we had a pretty potent forward line at that stage. As I said, Kenny was in really good form. Bird was doing what he normally does, so he was outstanding that year, and then you had blokes like Rue and Goody floating through there, which I guess made it a really hard forward line to match up on.
Bird with the right foot, bending it back. Henschel almost off the ground. I think it might have been Henschel.
I guess it's good to be able to perform in blokes' milestone games, and to kick 30 goals, record score, record margin on a Friday night for Bungie was really good by the team.
Trent Henschel suffered a serious knee injury against Port Adelaide later that year, an injury which eventually cut short his career. As it turns out, he now works for the Power. Mark Rashudo is the Crows' only Brownlow medalist, and that was 12 years ago. Patrick Dangerfield is again among this year's favourites, but who will win the game's highest individual honour? That's what Farmers Union Iced Coffee wanted to know when it asked fans to have your say.
Oh, well, Dangerfield's been going pretty well at the moment.
The guy from the Dockers, Fyfe.
Either Nat Fyfe or Bernie Vince.
Fyfe. Oh, best player in the comp by far.
I would like to think that one of our guys did, and I don't care which one.
Nat Nui.
Nat Fyfe, because he's clearly the best player in the league.
Rory Slane.
Fyfe. He's at it every game he's at it. He puts his heart into it. So that to me is a Brownlow man.
Dominating player and stands out.
I think Dangerfield maybe.
Nat Fyfe has to win it.
Fyfe. Eddie Betts. I reckon it'll be Nat Fyfe.
Paddy Dangerfield.
I hope it's Dangerfield, but I suspect Fyfe has got it already.
He's just been getting the ball so much. He's been taking excellent marks and just everything.
If you poll more than Nat Fyfe, you'll probably be the winner. Coming up in the Crows show, how to get that winning edge.
I can scout as many games as I like, but there's always the opportunity for a club to come up with something we haven't seen.